Hi, Matt with etrailer. Today we're going to be talking about what might be my top pick for a soft shackle. This is going to be one made by ARB. This is just going to be something that feels like quality, and it's going to be very durable and easy to notice when you need to use it. So you're going to have two main types of shackles. You're going to have your soft ones and you're going to have your hard ones. Now what I like about a soft one in comparison is they're typically just going to be easier to use. So you don't have to worry about any type of latches. So it's much faster. And when it comes to storing it, it's going to be more lightweight and just easier to kind of compact and store away. But today we're mainly going to be focusing on what it's going to be like to use this one and compare it to all the other soft shackles out there. So what I really like about this is just the sturdiness of this. It holds its shape fairly well. Some other ones I've had feel pretty loose and they don't inspire a lot of confidence like this one does right here. And when it comes to using it, still fairly easy. You can tell we have plenty of room in this hole here. Now this is going to be the way-safe 2-inch hitch loop. This is a really good hold here and it does inspire confidence. And we have plenty of room to shift this around. Now you can also use those hard shackles as a mounting point. And why I would use a hard shackle as a mounting point is because typically you're probably going to have this mounted on here. And to take off that hard shackle, you're probably going to need some tools, or it's going to take a little bit of time. Compared to this, this is a really quick, easy process to recover our vehicles behind us. What I also like about this design is this orange coating we have here. And that's actually going to be this built-in sleeve. Some sleeves I've seen just kind of lay over the top of it. They shift around, they slide off. This one, you don't have to worry about that. This is going to help protect us if you're recovering a vehicle and let's say there's a rock around. If this is rubbing against that rock, it's going to be less likely of getting damaged. Now you can also use those anchor points where you can put those hard shackles at. And typically these are going to be pretty small, just depending on your setup. And this will fit through this just barely. Now there are a couple things to keep in mind here. So I can get this all the way through. And right here, I think this is fine for the most part, but I would be aware of using any point like this depending on how it's set up. So right now, well, notice there is a hard ridge here. I'd be a little bit more comfortable with this if this was rounded off, because if we have this softer material rubbing up against a hard edge, it could eventually have some wear and tear to it. And something else I did want to note about the sleeve that's on here, I like that this is very noticeable, because if you do drop it somewhere in some mud, dirt, water, whatever it be, or when you're trying to get it out of your rig at night, this is going to be really easy to spot. Now this is also going to be rated for 7,000 pounds, and that's going to be for your work and load limit. So within 7,000 pounds, you're going to be able to use this safely under load. Now 32,000 pounds is what this has been tested at and where it breaks at. So make sure you don't get near that weight capacity at that point. Now in my opinion, again, this is going to be a very sturdy one, and I think it'll lend itself more to those smaller vehicles. Now if you need something with a higher capacity, then I'm going to recommend, here it is, the Bulldog winch. Now with this one, it's going to have a very similar design. It feels maybe almost as sturdy as this one here, but it's also going to have a higher capacity. It might probably just have a little bit more flexibility to it in comparison to this one, but it will also have these tiny little reflectors built into it, so it can still be easy to spot. It just won't be as visible as the one I have here. But really it's just going to depend on the size of the rig that you're trying to recover. So if you guys have any other questions, let us know here at etrailer. But again, I'm Matt. Thanks for watching.